Did you know that the average worker spends only 30% of their time on tasks that really matter? That means 70% of our workday is spent on non-essential tasks, distractions, and busy work. Imagine how much more you could achieve if you focused only on the things that really move the needle. Well, today we're diving into Essentialism, the Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg McKeown, a book that can help you do just that. This book shows us that we don't need to do it all. In fact, to achieve extraordinary results, we need to do less, but focus on what truly matters. Essentialism is about eliminating the non-essential and making room for what's truly important. It's a lifestyle choice that helps you cut through the noise and make your life more meaningful. By the end of this summary, you'll understand how to apply the principles of essentialism in your own life to create space for your highest priorities. Let's dive in. The core of essentialism: less, but better. McKeown opens with a powerful insight. The way to live a productive, meaningful life is to focus only on the few things that matter most. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter, focusing on fewer things but doing them better. Key lesson: Essentialism is a mindset that helps you identify and focus on your highest priorities while letting go of the things that don't align with your goals. McKeown talks about the example of a CEO who used the essentialist mindset to transform his company. By eliminating non-essential meetings and projects, the team was able to focus on a few critical initiatives that drove the company's success. Action step: reflect on your own life. What are you doing just because it's expected, or because you feel obligated? Identify one thing to eliminate today. The power of choice. You have the ability to choose. One of the foundational principles of essentialism is that you have the power to choose. Too often, we let external pressures dictate how we spend our time. But the truth is, we all have more control over our time than we think. Key lesson: the key to essentialism is recognizing that every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. Choose wisely. McKeown shares the story of a business executive who felt constantly overwhelmed by the demands of his work. Once he learned to say no and choose only the projects that align with his values, his productivity soared and his stress level dropped. Action step: practice saying no to one non-essential request today. Trust that your time is a valuable resource and learn to protect it. Exploring the paradox of choice, the problem with having too many options. We often think that having more options is a good thing, but McKeown argues that too many choices can lead to confusion, paralysis, and poor decision-making. The abundance of options in our lives can overwhelm us and dilute our focus. Key lesson: Essentialism teaches us that less is more. When we narrow our focus, we make better decisions and prioritize more effectively. McKeown uses the example of a job candidate who was offered several job opportunities. By carefully considering which one aligned best with his personal and professional values, he was able to make a choice that led to greater success and satisfaction. Action step: look at an area of your life where you have too many options. Narrow your focus to the one or two most important choices and eliminate the rest. The power of no. Saying no to the non-essential. One of the hardest yet most empowering aspects of essentialism is learning to say no. When you say no to something that's non-essential, you're saying yes to something more important. Saying no creates space for you to focus on what truly matters. Key lesson: saying no doesn't mean you're being rude or unkind. It means you're respecting your time and committing to your highest priorities. McKeown recalls a story of a writer who had a deadline approaching. He was constantly interrupted by requests and distractions, but when he learned to say no to the non-essentials, he finished his work ahead of time and delivered an excellent result. Action step: start practicing saying no to requests that don't align with your goals or values. It's uncomfortable at first, but it's a game changer. Focus: the key to achieving extraordinary results. The heart of essentialism is the ability to focus. When you focus on fewer things, you can achieve more. McKeown emphasizes that extraordinary results come from doing fewer things, but doing them with excellence. Key lesson: focus your time and energy on the activities that truly matter. The more you focus, the better you become at what you do. Macon shares the example of a writer who focused on writing one book instead of juggling multiple projects. By dedicating himself to one project, he created a bestseller. Action step. Identify the most important task in your life or work right now. Dedicate your focus to that task and give it your full attention until it's completed. The essentialist lifestyle. Living with intention. Living as an essentialist is about adopting a lifestyle that prioritizes intentionality. It's about being deliberate in your choices and acting with purpose. It's not about rushing through life, but about living with mindfulness and clarity. Key lesson. Essentialists are intentional in everything they do, from how they spend their time to the relationships they nurture. They create space for what truly matters. Macon tells the story of a woman who decided to focus on her family, health, and personal growth, rather than trying to please everyone. By simplifying her life, she found deeper satisfaction and success in her most important relationships. Action step. Set aside time each week for intentional reflection. What's most important to you right now? How can you create more space for those things and eliminate distractions? The importance of play and rest. Recharge to perform better. One surprising principle of essentialism is the importance of play and rest. Taking time to recharge is essential for maintaining high levels of productivity. Rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. When you take time to rest, you improve your ability to focus and perform at your best. Macon discusses a high-performing CEO who made rest a priority. By taking weekends off and scheduling regular vacations, he was able to achieve greater success and avoid burnout. Action step. Plan one day of rest this week where you can completely disconnect and recharge. It's essential for your long-term productivity. So, in summary, essentialism is not about getting more done. It's about getting the right things done. By adopting this mindset, you'll free up your time, energy, and resources to focus on the things that truly matter, both in your work and your life. Remember, less is often more. It's about making intentional choices, saying no to the non-essential, and creating space for what truly contributes to your success and happiness. What's one non-essential task you're going to say no to today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your reflections on the essentialism mindset. And if you're looking for more tips on increasing productivity, check out our video on the 80-20 principle, where less truly equals more. See you in the next summary.